My STEEZ going on. Yes, Lord, bringing you round 10 review. First game, man, Thursday night footy. And this game, we had the Hawthorn Hawks and the Gold Coast Suns up in Darwin. Second game on a back-to-back for Gold Coast in Darwin. Seeing how they beat the Bulldogs last week. They try to continue the trend and beat another tough side. Both teams came into this round with 2 losses. Gold Coast being sure to win just because of the whole bye week or the bye round that got delayed because of the tsunami for opening round. But yeah, both teams 2 losses, man. Hawks coming off a struggle game with Melbourne and struggled early on and able to rush home in the second half. Well, fourth quarter, I guess you could really say, if you want to pinpoint where they started coming back. And the trend kind of ended up that way a little bit, at least from the Hawks' perspective. They struggled early on. Gold Coast was looking very good, great in the beginning of the game. Ended up getting like a 32-point lead, 30-point lead early days, man. And looked like Hawks were up to their usual self. Well, continuing the trend from last week, was starting slow and wondering where that aggressive attacking side, dangerous attacking side is. And we weren't seeing that early on, man. And Noah Anderson got to work. He had a great game, bro. He had a really great first half to really pinpoint where he was effective. But yeah, I think just in general, I think the midfield from Gold Coast was very good, winning out of center. And when they went in, they were scoring, bro. So it was very dangerous, and they were able to move the ball from the inside out pretty easily, whereas I think Hawks weren't really effective in that category. Both teams, I think, were really doing a good job of trying to shut down the corridor. So it was really just who was winning the outside game, and it seemed like Gold Coast was winning that early on. And they were doing that, man. They looked like they were well on their way to an ass whooping. But Ben Long went back to being one of the most effective small forwards in the league early days as well, and really just throughout the contest, I think he was pretty good. Jake Walter had a big mark over Sicily. Kind of bitched that boy. But yeah, man, I just think it was a supreme effort from the midfield. Even Tuke Miller, it was his 200th game, and he showed out. Got a couple goals as well during this game. So, and the usual suspects down back with John Noble going crazy. I think he had 1,000 meters gained this game, which made him like the 13th player in AFL history to be able to do that. And Dan Rioli was dangerous as well. So it was a very good effort from Gold Coast, but they did get tested. The Hawks, they decided to come back and put a great effort forward, especially in the third quarter. Although Gold Coast was up early in the first half, it really looked like the only person that was really trying to keep him in the game was Nick Watson. I think he had a very good game as well. Had a handful of goals, had a beautiful mark, and really just looked up to it with his effort and his goal kicking, man. So props to him. But the team as a whole just really started stabilizing from center and started getting some territory and started winning in center bounce as well, and started getting their outside game going. And that really put them in the game, man. And it was more of a lot of the team was going with them. Like John Newcomb had a great game, bounce back game from a slow last week. Mabior Chol, bro, like especially at the end of the game, bro, when the game was on the line and things were kind of going Gold Coast way. There was just a deep kick. I think it was from CJ, kicked it deep, and I forget who it was. It was a Hawks player that made it a contest, and Cho was able to just scoop it up and kick a goal left boot inside 50. So that was beautiful, man. I definitely give Cho some more credit. I was kind of down on bro a little bit earlier in his year, man, and yeah, man, he's showing me, man. He's proving me wrong. But it wasn't just them two as well. Like the Hawks, just in general, just made a really tough comeback. They ended up taking the lead at the end of the third quarter, so the lead that Gold Coast was able to build for themselves dissipated. And yeah, I think Hawks had a chance, but they just ultimately came up short, bro. So it was a tight contest towards the end, edge of your seat type contest toward the end of the game, and yeah, man, they did it without Luke Bruce. They did it without Jack Gunston, and they put up a good effort. I thought that they might. I didn't necessarily think that they'll get blown out, but I didn't think they would have the dog in them to fight back as well as they did. So I give them credit there. They just got to start. They just doom themselves with these slow starts, bro. And I think that's something that they really got to tighten up on. I understand that they're down some personnel, but at the end of the day, you still can't you dig yourself out of the hole. If you can dig yourself out of the hole, you can stop yourself from being in the hole to begin with. But yeah, I think it was a very good game. I like what I see from Bailey Humphrey as well, from the Gold Coast side of things. Yeah, man. So I'm really trying to think of what else I got to say about this game. Tom Barras had a crazy little elbow. Started leaking pretty badly above his head. It looked really ridiculous. It looked like he was like in a horror movie, man. Just crazy how the eyebrows could open up and then you end up having all this blood rushing down your face. But yeah, man, I was just impressed, bro. I like the fight that the Hawks had. I'm glad that they didn't give up, man. And yeah, one team had to end up getting 3 L's, and Hawthorn had to end up taking that L, man. So I don't really think I have much to say. That was pretty much the gist of it. Like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube shit, man. We're here for Sydney Carlton tonight. Friday night footy, man, and you know who we going for, man. Sorry, Lily, but hey, y'all gotta take that L this week. Hopefully this don't bite me in the ass, you know. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube shit, man. Check us out. Yes, Lord.